What's up? It's your girl Sin, and yeah, I got with me in the building, Keo. What's up, Keo?
What's going on, man? Holding it down for MBS Central, and I'm ready to cover whatever you need me on tonight.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming on the show. Last minute, I know you're a busy man, and how was your day today? By the way.
Great. No work, get to spend with my loved ones, so I'm good. And I'm finishing off the night, uh, helping you out with the show. So let's get it.
Yeah, thanks so much again. You awesome. Always holding me down. I appreciate you again. Yeah, I got you on the show because you heard about Patrick Mahomes' deal. I heard about everyone heard about it. Everyone's talked about it. I want to get your perspective. I know you signed that deal for the Kansas City Chiefs. What were your thoughts about that when you first heard about it?
Um, I I was surprised, but I wasn't surprised because I knew it was gonna happen based off of what he accomplished. 3 years, he's already won the Super Bowl. He's won MVP. He's basically known as the most exciting player and the best player in the NFL right now. He leagues in the NFL in sales jerseys about the most jersey sales. As we all know who is number one, and that's some guy named Tom Brady. So I wasn't surprised by that. So I knew he was going to get a new contract. So the contract, it was 10 years that surprised me. 10 years. I think he's 24 right now. So by the time that contract ends, he'll be 34. So he'll be up for a new contract. And the amount that he was getting was the biggest. It wasn't just the biggest contract in NFL history. It was the biggest contract in sports history. This is the biggest figures of contract than any player that you could think of. You want to think of LeBron, you want to think of Derek Jeter, you want to think about Floyd Mayweather, you want to think about anybody you could think of. This is the biggest payday by a sports athlete ever. He gets a total of $503 million. That's $500,000. That the guy is getting right now. So he's set for good. He's set for the future. The only problem I have is I just don't know if they're gonna build on that dynasty era because you paid Mahomes all that money, but you still got to take care of the rest of your players that's on your team. So I don't know if they're able to defend their Super Bowl title. But I'm happy for him though. I mean, I'm not the biggest Mahomes fan, but I like that he's getting paid and the amount of money he's getting.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes is he does. I think he deserves that. Now, do you think he's gonna finish that full term of that contract, that 10-year contract? Because a lot of people are saying that he's not gonna finish the 10-year contract.
I don't know. That's yet to be determined. I'm not sure. Like I said, it's only in the third year. He's dealt with injuries. A lot of things can happen in the 10-year contract. I don't know the I don't know the exact details of the contract. I don't know if there's any trade clauses. I don't know how much is guaranteed because they could cut him as soon as he gets all that guaranteed money. They could cut him and they could do whatever they want with Patrick Mahomes. But I think he's starting a good career right now. I mean, a Super Bowl ring in his very third year. I think he's gonna live up to that contract. I'm not gonna say live up to that contract, but I think he'll be there for the entire 10 years of his contract.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. He is young. He is 24 years old. He's really young, so he has like a lot of time, a promising career. He's actually like set for life if he does finish the whole 10 years. So we'll see what happens. I know he has to still go to practice and do everything. So we'll find out if he stays with the Kansas City Chiefs or he gets traded to another team. That's to be determined. I know you also heard about a lot of players getting tested for COVID-19 recently, and there a lot of restrictions being changed. I know the NFL and also the WNBA is set to come back. What do you think about like the people that tested positive for COVID-19? Do you think it's too early to start the NFL, or do you think they should just push forward?
No, the NFL is gonna go right on schedule. The NFL, they're not gonna let any type of money go. The NFL they make one of the most money out of any sports that's out there with all their sponsorships that they deal with. The NFL, they've been on schedule, everything that they've done. You want to talk about compared to every sport, they don't care. They're going to say, hey, forget about COVID-19. We're going to do this. We ain't letting our money go away to waste. And if you want to look at, let's see what's out. You want to look at the NFL draft? They went on schedule. You want to look at NFL free agency? Went on schedule. They were one of the first professional sports to put out their official schedule for the season, and then on top of that, they've opened their training facilities. There hasn't been any red flags of them closing their training facilities. And they've already announced their preseason games, even though they're cutting it down to 2. So there hasn't been no red flags with the NFL. I'm not sure that much about the WNBA. I haven't heard anything about the WNBA. NBA, they already have their schedule with the new NBA restart going on. The bubble that they're having, teams already have arrived to Orlando already. So everything is gonna go back to plan. Sports is going to continue. I think sports is going to be one thing that'll keep this country together just based off of COVID-19. You got to something to look forward to, man. And sports is a huge part of the culture in America. So they're going to have it. They're not going to let it go. Baseball training camps already started already. So I'm looking forward to sports, man. So we're gonna see a lot of sports in the towards the end of summer. So a lot of leagues are kicking off at July 24th through July 31st. So all the sports will come into effect. So I'm not really worried about it. And the only thing that I am worried about is college football, because a lot of players have been tested with COVID-19, and college football needs to happen because of the students on campus.
Yeah, there's a lot of precautions that have to take place. It's not going to be the same as before. This COVID-19 changes a lot of things for a lot of people. And also with this inequality going on with Black Lives Matter, which is also going to be in the forefront this NFL and sports season. So I'm pretty interested. You know, it's kind of dangerous because there's a spike in a lot of cases around the world. Out here in Santa Clara County, California, Gavin Newsom has, you know, put a lot of restrictions and also put a pause on a lot of things happening. I know Santa Clara did get off the list for watch list, but we just got to be cautious, everyone. Be cautious and just know COVID-19 is still out there. So definitely want to be cautious. I just want to say, Keo, I know you can't be that much longer on the show. I'm happy that you did come on the show. Did you want to get your shout outs before you go?
Yeah, shout out for you for having me on. Shout out to the new team from the NBS show. Just to let people know, I am no longer part of the NBS show, but don't get it twisted. I'm still part of the NBS brand, just not on the NBS show on Tuesday nights. But I am on NBS Let's Talk About It every Mondays at 8 p.m. where We talk battle rap, we talk music, we talk sports. So we got all of that, man. Make sure you tune in with my boy True X, the sports junkie. But besides that, shout out to Sin for having me on, and shout out to um everybody out there, man. Be safe and have a great week.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
out.
We got
Peace.
more. Thank you, Keo, for being on the show. I'm still gonna be on here. Definitely gonna come. Hey, I'm back. So we're gonna just go into what's going on in the news. It's your girl Sin. And first, I'm gonna go ahead and start off with my segment of the show. What the fuck? So, what the fuck? Dude, recently this woman apparently, if anybody doesn't know, I guess there was this alleged woman that coughed on this baby, and allegedly, she was saying I have COVID-19 and she coughed on the baby. Now, she's been suspended, and this has to stop. This COVID-19 thing is really something we need to look out for, because it is starting to spread around everywhere. It's a high number of rates, you know what I'm saying? Now they're saying it's airborne. Just make sure you wear your mask. Take it seriously. That lady, I don't know, she is like really dumb for spitting on a little baby and saying, have COVID-19. And just putting someone in danger like that is, you got to take this seriously. And I don't know what she was thinking. So she's definitely needs to get fired. So I don't know. Praying for that little baby's family, and I'm hoping everything is well. But in other news, yeah, I just want to talk about our president. I hope everyone does vote. Make sure you vote. Our vote counts, because there's a lot of stuff going on. Recently, Donald Trump, he went on saying that, a lot of things he's saying, but one of the things he's saying is that Bubba Wallace, the NASCAR racer, the noose that they found in his locker room, which the noose is like a tying of the neck, like you're tying somebody, like you're hanging somebody. He's saying that is fake, and that that's not even real, and that was all a ploy, and that Bubba Wallace is just making it up, and that Bubba Wallace should apologize to NASCAR for saying that he had some hate crime upon him. But everyone knows, this is just another ploy. Another thing, a lot of people are saying that, why is Donald Trump focusing so much on things going on with the protests and Black Lives Matter and things like that and hate crimes, when he should be focusing on the COVID-19, which is something a lot of people are dying from and is really affecting our economy, where millions of people are dying and millions of people are out of work. Why is he focusing on equality? And equality is something everyone is entitled to, which unfortunately Obama knew a lot about that. But he's our president. Everyone, vote. Whatever you think of him, that's your thing. What right is right, what's wrong is wrong. And a lot of stuff Donald Trump is doing is really out of line. And we're just gonna see what happens. November is the election. Your voice must be heard. Make sure you vote. Go on my page, SIN Podcast. I have a little QR code. You can just scan it. You can register to vote there. You can go online, look up ways you can register to vote. Follow me on my page. I'm always going to keep you updated on what's going on as far as everything. But we just definitely, we got to stay together. We got to stick together. We got to make smart decisions as far as what's going on. But in other news with Donald Trump, also, I guess his niece, Mary L. Trump, she recently is going to come out with a telltale book about their family. So allegedly in this book, she's saying that Donald Trump actually is not what he seems to be. Donald Trump is putting on this facade, and he is not like as confident as he is, and which, everybody sees through that. Donald Trump, they're saying, even as far as his ex-wife's sister called him a clown, like he's just a joke. So I'm looking forward to this book by Mary L. Trump. She's the first one to come out of the whole entire family against Donald Trump and saying that Donald Trump, you know, his whole political thing is a sham, and he is not what he seems to be. So definitely we're going to check out that book. Mary L. Trump, I definitely want to put out for her because she's the one that stepped out, you know, and actually is identifying the problems that are going on. I hope, you know, this book does give us clarification on what's going on with Donald Trump, how he grew up and the way he thinks and the way he acts and the things he does is because, you know, a lot of stuff does stem from your childhood. So we're definitely going to see what happens with him. Also, I definitely, you know, I just think that's just going to be a good book. So I'm going to look for that book. I might actually buy that book, and I'm going to let you guys know what I feel about it. Everyone, you know, if you go on my page, SIN Podcast Show, if you even when you get the book, let me know what you feel about the book. Definitely going to do a review on that book soon. But in other news, talking about Donald Trump and talking about Kanye West, everyone knows Kanye West is like friends. I guess he supports Donald Trump, basically. He supports Donald Trump. So anything that Donald Trump does, he supports. So recently they're saying, you know, he's running for presidency, but his Billboard representative actually investigated and found out that Kanye West did not do the proper paperwork, which is the Federal Election Commission that, you know, is responsible for putting your name on the list as an electee. Did not do the official election paperwork to even be a part of this election. But also, which is weird, there's somebody else that is on the election under Ye West and this other name. So we don't know if it's Kanye West. Kanye West is supportive of Donald Trump. A lot of people are saying this is a ploy to get a lot of voters, which, you know, African-American voters, other voters, to sway the vote towards Kanye West. Don't be fooled, you guys. Make a proper decision. We don't want another person in the office that doesn't have experience. We got to get an experienced person. Even though you don't agree with Joe Biden, a lot of things Joe Biden does, Joe Biden already ran with Obama. He's been in office. He's seen everything. He knows what goes on. He knows how to act around different people. He knows what to do. And as we see the difference between Obama being a president for 8 years and the difference from Donald Trump being just president for 4 years, you guys make the decision on who you want to be the president. But that's your decision. Definitely just vote, make a smart decision, do your history, do your homework. Make sure you just know your facts before you make that decision. Definitely. And I just pray everything, you know, works out, because we need someone that's going to lead us in the right direction and be there for us and be able to be on both sides of the fence, not just one side. So we're definitely, you know, looking for this November election. Hopefully we're out of this COVID-19 thing, everyone. And I hope everyone stays safe, because we really need to now come together on this and make a difference, because it's the things that are working now are not working. So we got to figure out what to do next. So in other news, though, man, there's a lot going on. Speaking on Donald Trump, too, recently, I don't know if you heard, TikTok, which is the famous dance, you know, people go on there do TikTok. I go on TikTok. I love TikTok. A lot of my friends are on TikTok. So recently in news, Donald Trump is saying that TikTok is, you know, gathering our information. Everyone knows TikTok is owned by China. So they're saying that maybe the Chinese government or the officials are actually, you know, monitoring our actions and trying to figure out a way to attack us through TikTok. So Donald Trump is saying that he wants to eliminate TikTok from the United States platform and remove it. So right now, they're planning on doing that. We're going to see how far this goes. Cause I don't know if you guys are like me. I'm a TikTok fan, you know. He's saying that, you know, you put your information on there to do this and that. When I sign up for stuff, I put my fake information, you know what I'm saying? My name, you will never know. But, you know, you can figure it out, you know what I'm saying? But you just gotta be smart. When you go online, just make sure you do what you gotta do, you know, because yeah, there's people watching you. Yeah, there's gonna be people trying to get your information, but do they want your information? Sometimes I be thinking that because I don't think you want my information. But he's saying they're getting to get TikTok is just another platform to get your information. It just pretends to be a dancing platform, which a lot of people, millions and millions of people go on. So we're gonna see what happens. Hopefully TikTok is still here. We just gotta be cautious, you know, everyone. Be cautious what you share, be cautious what you do anyways when you're online, because you're putting yourself out there regardless. But in other news, yeah, there's just like, you know, everyone just, you know, with this last 4th of July weekend passing, they're saying just over the course of, you know, the night, thousands of cases got reported. And now, you know, hopefully we're not going to go backwards. We're going to go forward. I'm praying we go forward, everyone. This 4th of July, you know, was really different than most 4th of Julys because we did not have fireworks. I know there were fireworks, like in my neighborhood, illegal fireworks and different stuff going on like that around that, you know, everywhere, which you can't really track. But it's not the same, and our holiday is not the same. We have to wear a mask now. Things are, you know, different. So definitely this November, vote. Our vote counts. Make sure you vote. Make sure you vote the right way. Make sure you get your word out there. We got to get our word out there. We got to get everyone to listen. You know, everyone needs to know. So definitely, you guys, just make sure you vote. Make sure you vote. But yeah, also, I just want to talk about what's going around the world, you know, especially, you know, with the recent lynchings and everything going on, the crimes and the senseless murders, especially, you know, with our girl in the military and things like that. This violence needs to stop. You know what I'm saying? We're all human. I just pray, you know, I just pray for all the people, the families out there, especially the ones being affected, you know, by these hate crimes, because this needs to stop. This needs to change, and we all just need to come together for, you know, the right reasons, and just definitely stop and think and think what you're doing, because we all, you know, we are human. We all bleed red. So definitely we just gotta stop and think. But in other news, I know my fiance, my hubby Kia, he's probably gonna love me for this, but yeah, Tekashi 6ix9ine, you know, Tekashi 6ix9ine, he did fall on the Billboard charts, which I did talk about my last show. If you didn't look at my last show, go to YouTube, look at SIN Podcast, look at my last show. But recently, you know, Tekashi 6ix9ine, he did come out. He, you know, he has been trying to come. He came out with another recent album. So Tekashi 6ix9ine, you know, I'm gonna give credit for him because he came out of jail. He's still like doing his thing, and you know, just gotta give credit to where credit is due. But in other news, Pop Smoke, his secret album also came out of the woodwork. So definitely gonna check that out. There are a couple songs in there I do like. Everyone, you know, hit me up on SIN Podcast. Let me know what you think. Check it out, you know. Also, You know, on another note, with music being, you know, a lot of stuff with music,
Check it out now. 2020 is a hell of a
I
year.
don't know.
Okay, if you thought it couldn't
With
get worse, well, you're wrong.
music,
Okay, now with the death of Pop Smoke, the death of Kobe
Kanye West
Bryant, the
also came out with an
coronavirus, I
album,
mean, all type of
which,
fuckery
you
going on in
know,
the world
I think I talked
today.
about
Listen, man, we
my last
either
show
gonna need
a
somebody
little
to
bit,
save
but
it,
you
or
know, I
probably
don't know if
somebody
anybody
just to
listens to
really
that,
just
you
force
know.
God to
But
skip
I
to the
don't know if
next page.
anybody wants
Okay,
to answer this
now, ladies and gentlemen,
question. Go
Kanye
on my
West, he's announced
page.
that he's running for president.
Is
Okay, he got on
Kanye
Twitter like
West's
he normally does, and he says, "Yo,
album
we must
the
realize
biggest thing
the
that happened
promise of
to
America by
that
trusting
came
God,
out recently,
unifying our
or
vision, and building our
is this
future.
president thing
I am running for
something that
president
grabbed
of the
more
United States,
attention? You
2020
tell
vision."
me.
Now, it
But
seems kind of late in the game
I
because if
don't
you don't
know.
know or you don't keep up with
There's
politics,
just so much stuff
pretty
going
much,
on with
yo, they
Kanye
got
West. Is crazy. Like
Democratic and
recently, I
Republican
heard in the news.
primaries going
Also,
on. If
he
you don't know
got
what
a
the
big
primaries are,
loan
basically,
for
that's where they select the candidate
his
that's going to be
designer
going
right
against
Yeezy.
the other
All of a
person
sudden from the
to
government. So
see
I don't know
who's
what
going to
that's
have the
about.
seat of the White
Definitely
House for
keep
the
you
next
guys
4 years. Now,
updated.
we already
There's
know
so
that
much
Donald
stuff
Trump is going to
going
be the
on.
Republican
Definitely
candidate because
check
he's
me
already the
out.
president.
Also, I
But
want
the
to say, you know,
Democrats,
my
they're
co-host,
preparing to find out
Daddy
who is going to go
Bandana,
against
he
Donald
will
Trump.
be on here
So they're
next
deep into the
week, you
process. However,
guys.
Kanye just
So
came out and
make sure
say
you stay
he's going to
tapped
be running
into
for president.
that.
Now, clearly, he's
Also in the news today was Blackout Day. I don't know if you guys know about that, but today was the day when a lot of African Americans and people just in general decided not to buy things, decided not to do things. Me, I support all business. I support mostly businesses like Mexican businesses, Latinos, Hispanics, African American, Asians. You know what I'm saying? I didn't spend too much money today because I was in participation with that. But I did eat at this nice taqueria today with my family, you know. Gotta support my Latino brothers and sisters out there. You know, I spent some money there in solidarity because, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, I need to eat. So I'm still participating in it. You know, we still got this fight going on. The protesters still doing your thing. Black Lives Matters. Equality matters. Everything matters. We're gonna see what happens. Everyone vote. Next week on the show, Danny Banadana will be back. He has some things come up. Thanks again to Keo for holding me down. But it's been a crazy year and a lot more crazier stuff is happening. Definitely stay tapped in with me because I'm going to talk about everything that's going on. A lot more stuff to look forward to. A lot of guests going to be coming on soon on the show. So stay tapped in, y'all. And it's your girl, Sin, and I am out. Peace. Yeah.